The sky went dark, and the thunder came. For months the conflict had dragged on, with trenches, artillery, and attrition at the front. But then came one moment, a strike so decisive, so well-timed, that everything changed. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Frontline Report channel. Please subscribe and like my videos. From the outside, the exterior scene was breathtaking in its suddenness. Deep inside Russian territory, secure bases and logistic hubs were struck almost simultaneously. Sitting behind radar screens, Russian commanders watched feeds of fireballs erupting across their network. The assumption that the homeland was safe had been shattered. Region after region went dark as supply lines exploded, fuel reservoirs ignited, and communication arrays went silent. Russian troops at the front found themselves waiting for orders that never came, ammunition that never arrived, and fuel that was burned in rear areas. The war machine sputtered. Satellite imagery later showed dozens of craters, scorched runways, collapsed hangars, and frozen convoys. The exterior view showed one thing: Russia's dominance had been broken in one clear moment, and Ukraine had seized the initiative. Inside the campaign, the interior mechanics, a quieter revolution was underway. In hidden Ukrainian workshops and remote command hubs, engineers, drone operators, and intelligence officers combined to orchestrate the strike. Drones built from composite and civilian-grade parts, assembled in rural garages and mobile launch units, encrypted control systems, autonomous navigation modules, terrain-hopping flight paths. Command rooms lit by green glow tracked live telemetry as drones split into multiple vectors, avoided detection, and hit high-value targets in rapid succession. Though compact, the interior systems were sophisticated, designed to exploit weakness, surprise the defender, and minimize cost. Performance of the operation was staggering. The drones flew hundreds or even over 1,000 kilometers into Russian territory, penetrating deep into what had been thought inviolable rear zones. Russian air defenses, built to guard against big missiles and bombers, found themselves overwhelmed by small, agile UAV, which flew low, quiet, and in mass. Hundreds of targets were hit: fuel depots, airfields, command bunkers, supply convoys. Russian losses mounted. The speed of the operation compressed decision time for the Kremlin and caused logistical paralysis. The defenders' advantage of depth had collapsed. Ukraine had converted defense into offense, surprise into momentum. The cost-effectiveness of UAV, far cheaper than missiles or manned aircraft, meant Ukraine could strike repeatedly and still force Russia to spend more defending than attacking. Safety features were built into Ukraine's system from the ground up. The drones used stealth coatings and low-signature designs to reduce radar cross-section. Many had autonomous return or self-destruct protocols to avoid capture of hardware or intelligence. Communication links were layered and encrypted, jamming-resistant. Ground crews operated from mobile shelters, often remote and disguised, reducing vulnerability to counter-strike. The result: minimal Ukrainian losses in the operation, while Russian assets burned. The safety paradigm had shifted. Attacker risk was significantly reduced by unmanned systems. Defender vulnerability dramatically increased. What made this moment unique, its selling points, were many. First, timing. Ukraine chose the exact moment when Russia believed itself dominant and used surprise for maximum effect. Second, reach. The strike penetrated deep into Russian territory, not just the immediate front line but the home base, undermining perceptions of safety. Third, cost efficiency. By using drones cheaply and effectively, Ukraine forced Russia into much higher-cost territory defending massive infrastructure. Fourth, psychological and strategic impact. The strike shattered morale, raised doubt in Russian ranks, and boosted Ukrainian confidence. Fifth, innovation and adaptability. The way Ukraine leveraged small-scale manufacturing, open-source tech, decentralized launch systems, and swift adaptation gave them an edge in a war previously dominated by size and mass. When it comes to price, the numbers tell a story. Ukraine achieved massive damage for a comparatively modest budget. While exact figures remain classified, Open-source reporting indicates long-range Ukrainian drones are being produced for tens of thousands of dollars each, while Russian assets destroyed cost millions. For every dollar Ukraine invested, Russia was forced to commit many more to repair, defend and replace. The economic burden shifted. The price of staying safe rose for Russia, while Ukraine's cost of striking remained comparatively low. In other words, Ukraine's economy of force established dominance. In conclusion, the moment Russia lost the war was not necessarily a single battle, but a turning point when Ukraine seized the initiative with precision, innovation, and determination. The exterior devastation of Russian infrastructure, the interior mechanics of Ukrainian drone warfare, the performance that defied expectations, the safety systems that protected the attacker, the unique strategic advantage achieved, and the favorable cost, balanced together, mark a new chapter in this conflict. Russia may still fight, but the question of who controls the war has shifted. Ukraine now holds the upper hand. For viewers, this is more than just military news. It is the story of how modern warfare changes when technology, willpower, and strategy align. Thank you for watching Frontline Report. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive analysis from the front lines.